As you know, I went to India last month. It was just for 1 week. I was invited to go there by the pastor in Hyderabad. This is his family, Danny and his wife. His name is Mary, and their daughter Leanne. They also have a son who was away at college. He's the pastor in Hyderabad. Whoops, going too fast for me. Go back. Go back to that house. One more. There you go. Whoops. I'll look at you. I tell you what, I'll go like this when you move, okay? Watch me. Thank you. I'll go like this when you change, okay? All right. Back one more. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, so this is their house that I stayed in. So you see, it's not all squalor and poverty in India. They just put the second floor on their house last year. One more. There you go. At the back of their house, they do have servants there working for them. There's a husband and wife and 2 children, and they live in the back house. No, the outhouse. That's what they call it, the outhouse, and they have 2 little children. They also have another girl working for them, and the story behind the other girl was that her father just rented her out, because in India they have really no respect for women or girls, and they don't usually want girls in the family. They'll either abort them or give them away or kill them. So anyway, they have this other little girl that helps them. Okay. Mary owns a school of about 650 children. If you go to the next slide, this lady was the one that started the school. She's Catholic, and that's her dad there in the picture, and it's called Fast School because her dad's middle name was Fast. Mary used to have her children in this school, and she used to help out sometimes, and eventually the lady asked her if she'd like to buy the school. Mary didn't have the money to buy it, but she used the security deposits of the children to buy the school. So now, of course, she owns the school, and they do rent 3 buildings in the school and several stories high. Next slide. I always take balloons with me, and I'm prepared to do balloon animals when there's kids around, and then didn't know whether I would, but I'm prepared, and so I had 200 children that I did balloon animals for. Usually I do a gospel presentation. I talk about how God created the world and He made the animals, so I make them animals. And then I make a cross and tell them about Jesus and how He died for them and that kind of thing. And then I do a little crown or a hat and talk about the crown of righteousness that they'll receive. Next slide. So these are some of the teachers that were there, and more of the children. You can see that they're in school uniform. In the classroom, these are some of the older children. The little girl in the front, in the blue, is actually the daughter of one of Mary's servants that works at the house. They are required to provide free education. She has a private school, so everybody pays. They're required to give so many children free education. That's a government requirement, so of course she is one of them. They don't have a playground, but there happens to be one just down the road, and that's their playground for the school. I talked to the high school children. This was National Children's Day in India, so they were allowed to wear their regular clothes. So I walked in and I thought, wow, this looks like an American class, you know, because they were wearing their blue jeans and all kinds of things. There was one girl that had an Indian outfit on. But I talked to them. Okay. I was told that I cannot share the gospel in India. It's against the law. So I couldn't do that